Kayvon, this week, just in practice and overall, how will you look to physically push yourself to try to maximize your full pass rushing abilities come Saturday?
I don't know. I don't want to necessarily say that it'll just be pass rush, but we'll be pushing ourselves just as far as conditioning and just, going all out and preparing for, the task at hand. Because you got to stop the run before you can pass rush.
We'll go next to Ryan Thorburn.
Kayvon, what's it been like for you to be able to play with Austin and Jordan for 2 years, and what have those guys meant to you?
I mean, they've just been really reliable. Just having them inside, having the confidence to be able to do my job and not really focus on everything else and not really try to be a superhero, but just, work on my piece to the puzzle.
We'll go to Matt Prem, 24/7 Sports.
Kayvon, a lot of players have referenced that Cal game as a turning point for this defense. Against USC, you guys were really good. What's been the growth? What has changed over the last couple of games for you guys to be playing like you are now at the end of the year?
Intent. A lot of players are playing with more intent and more drive and more like something to play for. At the beginning of the season, it was kind of a different feeling with all the stuff going on. So we kind of were able to kick that to the side and focus.
All right, we'll go to Nick King.
Kayvon, for you, and I don't know how much discussion there was with your teammates, was there ever a thought of not being interested in playing a bowl game, and what made it still exciting to play in a bowl game in this weird year where a lot of teams aren't?
I don't think there was ever talk of not playing in a bowl game. We've kind of always had we had bigger dreams, but once you lose a game in college football, they kind of start to dwindle. But honestly, we've been just looking at it as a 1-0 process as always. So I mean, being in this bowl game, like I said last year, it feels like another Tuesday or another day on the job. But I know it is a tremendous honor.
Okay, we'll go to Michael Swain with 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Kayvon, I'm just curious what you've seen from Iowa State's tight ends on film so far.
I know the tight ends are really big, really physical. They use a lot of their tight ends as wide receivers, so that'll be that's something different that we haven't really seen before. They like to spread out their offense, and even though they have bigger bodies in there, they like to use them as if they were speed and as if they were smaller bodies. So they seem pretty athletic and not scared of contact.
Okay, back to Ryan Thorburn with the Register Guard.
Kayvon, Mario said this is the most physical team he's watched on film since he's been at Oregon. Just can you kind of describe what makes them that way?
If you ask me, it's because of their tight ends. Their tight end and the running back. They run physical. They're coming at you. They're looking for the kill shot. They look like they take advantage of people who underestimate them.
Okay, we'll go back to Matt Prem with 24/7 Sports.
Going back to Ryan's question about Austin and Jordan, you throw in Lenore as well. 3 guys that have played a ton of football for your defense. How important has it been for just the growth of that unit and the leadership of those 3 guys for this team, defense, offense, regardless, for this year?
I mean, honestly, our team, we can't function without the guys up front. So when they're on, we're all on, and it's kind of just been working with them. Well, not me working with them, but, the team and working together and just gelling together and having, the young guys kind of go under their wing and really learn from them and really, see what it takes to be a leader and see what it takes to, lead a team and even when it's adversity to, fight through it and just keep going.
Go back to Michael Swain with 24/7 Sports.
Just circling back to those tight ends again, seems like they're used a lot to kick out edge guys and kind of set the edge. How do you, as someone that plays on that edge, how do you kind of maintain your own discipline and trying to make sure that you don't, underestimate what those tight ends can do?
For me, it's all about watching film. Like once you watch the film and once you figure out what they're doing, it's not so complex. Once you can simplify it, it'll just be a man on man and, see who get the job done.
We'll go back to Ryan Thorburn with the Register Guard.
Kayvon, obviously, back in August, Oregon's secondary was considered the deepest and maybe most talented in the country. You had the 3 opt-outs, but it seemed like, especially in that Pac-12 championship game, the young guys kind of established themselves as the new leaders of the team. When did you kind of sense that you'd be okay back there, and how much did Diamador coming back help that?
Diamador is a big factor, and I feel like a lot of guys did step up. So, with that being said, in college, it's next man up. So even though, those were guys behind the scenes that you didn't see play a lot last year, is because, we had even greater guys at the position. So now, like, the talent level, if you can see, is rising. And when guys get on the field, they're already, ready to play and ready to go.
And to stop for just a second, I think we had a question about how to record the interviews. If you're having trouble, if you look down at the bottom of your screen, you should see a record button, and you can just hit that. And then in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see that it is actually recording. But again, we are recording this as well. So if you need it afterwards, we'll be able to provide that to you. Do we have any other questions? We'll go back to Ryan Thorburn with the Register Guard.
Kayvon, with everything you guys have been through, the stops and starts, the daily testing, not being able to go home for Christmas, is winning the Pac-12 and getting this opportunity, has it all been worth it?
If we win this one, it'll all be worth it, honestly. We got one more. So we won it. That was kind of like last week. That was kind of our Christmas present. But this will kind of be the holy grail of them all.
Any other questions? Kayvon, if I could ask you what your thoughts are about playing in the 50th anniversary of the Fiesta Bowl and what that means to you.
Honestly, playing in the Fiesta Bowl is a blessing. They could have chosen, any team. We had a rough season this year, but the fact that, against all odds and against all adversity, we were able to be blessed with the opportunity. It's only right that we kind of seize the moment and, prepare for it the best we can.
Any other questions? And we'll wait for just a second here in case any come up.
Kayvon, does
another question from Ryan Thorburn.
Does Brock Purdy remind you of anyone, or how would you describe his game?
Would you say? I couldn't really hear you.
Brock Purdy, how would you kind of describe him as a quarterback?
Yeah, he's. If I was being honest, he seemed like the most athletic guy on film that I've seen. He's super smart, fast. He's a quick thinker. He makes decisions really fast. So containing him is going to be, a big part of the game as well. Other than stopping the run,